Dunk.
Well, hello, everybody. I think we might have just lost Roma Ransom. We'll see if we can get him back on, if they can rejoin us. Maybe internet issues. We'll see. But thank you for joining, and we will get them right back. So let's say hello to some folks that are out there. We've got the Barrelers. Thank you, sirs, as always. Yonder goes the light. Frank McGinn. Okay, got that wrong completely. So thank you, everybody.
Shout out Hello Central.
Oh, Hello Central's on there. Cool. All right. Sweet. So thank you for joining us on this inauguration day. I know there's been some pretty awesome live music on television and pretty much everywhere. I watched the Foo Fighters and Black Pumas, which I was stoked about, Mitch. Totally stoked.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, that was really good.
I didn't see that.
Yeah. So, yeah, thanks everybody for popping in here and, spending a little bit of the evening with us. So it looks like we got Roma back here. Maybe they're playing. All right, we're back, so we're going to fade over to him. All right, guys.
hear us?
Okay, everybody.
Yeah, we got you
Roma
guys.
Ransom. Yes, we got you back. We're glad for that. Thank you for
Awesome.
getting back in
Beautiful,
there,
you
and
guys.
thank you everybody for tuning in. Yeah, thanks again. Inauguration day. I think we all agree that Bernie might have been the most appropriately dressed for the weather outside. Maybe
Yes.
I don't know those mittens, but we got to rock some
Yeah, sure.
Bernie shirt. So
Oh, snap.
shred it, Bernie.
Nice.
Yeah. So
Yeah, welcome.
yeah, welcome, Mitch. You want to tell them about some merch and how to get in touch with us?
Yeah, thanks everybody for joining on. Get in touch with us through our website, Instagram, YouTube. We've got, 60 something songs, different performances on our YouTube page, all from Colorado artists. So if you haven't checked it out, go check that out and subscribe. Also, we've got our merch website up. We got lots of cool merchandise. So if you're feeling like you want to support us in some way, definitely buying some merchandise helps us. Liking, subscribing, sharing these videos and helping these artists out in any way possible goes a long way. And then if anybody has any work or any projects that they want to collaborate on, we are totally into it. And all you got to do is hit us up, and we would love to hear about your project and see how we can help you all out.
Yes, absolutely. That's kind of what we're here for, is to help kind of get content for those who aren't able to, make it into full-blown facilities. And, the bedroom tracks are great, but we are professionals. But yeah, so tonight we've got Roma Ransom. We are excited to have them on. They were in season 2, I believe. We were just talking earlier, 2019, I think, is the last time we all got together. And so we're very excited to have, them on, and welcome back, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
So,
Appreciate it.
So
what you been up to?
Tell us what y'all been up to since we've been together last. I know some crazy, a lot of stuff's happened.
Oh yeah, definitely. We were keeping busy, since 2019 with more gigs. And then of course, we ended up having to cancel a lot of gigs in this past year due to the pandemic. But luckily we've been able to collaborate with a lot of musicians, in a virtual sense, sharing tracks with one another, that kind of thing.
Yep. We also had a really healthy amount of outdoor distance shows over the summer when the weather was warmer that were so cool and really sort of, introduced us to a new community to play for, and a new kind of market within our own town here to gig within. So that was a benefit of, the entire, 2020 schedule dropping out from under us and having to, rework it. So
Definitely
wasn't all bad.
Right.
Yeah. And for those who don't know, I mean, you guys are like we're one of the busiest artists like that I know of. You guys did like something crazy, like 200 shows in a year, right?
Right. Yeah, we had that going pretty steady, and so to have to readjust, only having maybe something like 50 gigs last year, was a change of pace for sure.
In like 2.5 months. Yeah.
Right.
I bet.
So,
yeah. Tell us about some of the collaborations. Like, how was that? What was that process like, and what were some memorable collaborations for y'all?
Sure. So we did a couple different collaborations. One of our favorites that we did, actually, we put out a 3-song EP called Isolation, and it was done with a good friend of ours who's a drummer, and we worked at a music studio with him, Dennis Sanderson.
Some years ago.
Yeah, some years ago we worked with him, and I think I reached out to him. I was like, hey, how would you feel about sending us some drum tracks, and we'll just add to it. And it was really fun. It gave us more of a chance to be a little more creative, add more layers of instruments and things like that.
And conceptualize a song off of simply a percussion track, which is kind of a fun thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a great percussionist So it was really fun to work with him.
Yeah, definitely.
Nice.
And we also did kind of a cool little collab with a band called Wana, and they kind of took a track of ours and turned it into a sort of like a dubstep kind of thing, or like kind of like house music a little bit, which was kind of neat.
So they took one of our tracks and kind of edited it, and so that was kind of cool.
Yep,
that's cool.
Yeah. And for our outdoor shows, we collaborated with a great friend of mine, one of my best friends, Adriana Jones Rincon, who's a local keyboard player here in the Springs as well, and vocalist. She's a songwriter. So all summer we played, trio shows with her outdoors, and that was a really fun time. So that was a great collaboration that we got to make happen this year too.
Definitely.
Awesome. And then I thought I saw you guys, y'all did some stuff for film or commercial as well.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah. Yeah, we
a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, not as much this year, but yes, in like we did a few things, like we did something for Yeti this year, or in the past year, which I think just came out this year, called Ingrained, and it's about a professional snowboarder who grew up in a rural town in Wyoming, and so that was kind of neat. It kind of touched home for me because I grew up on a farm as well. But yeah, we did some soundtracks for them,
right, as well as for the Michigan Tourism
Board, yes, right?
Yeah,
yep, we did something for the Michigan Tourism Board,
in collaboration with a film production company.
Correct.
Right?
Yep. So that's been nice to be able to kind of do that, during a time where we don't have gigs, work a little bit more on compositions and coming up with tracks that would be good for film or commercial.
Yeah.
Use. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Very nice.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, that that hopefully pays the bills, coming up while you're not able to play. I know it doesn't handle the creative side of getting out and seeing warm faces in front of you, but we really enjoy everything that you've put out and recorded. So hopefully I'm watching TV one day and bam, there you are.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, for sure.
Tell us.
So you got another track for us, right?
Oh,
play another song for us?
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool. Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
Cool.
Yeah,
We'd love to hear more.
Okay, great.
Cool. All right, what's this next tune?
This next one is, I think, let's see here. Yeah, we're still coming through, right?
Yep, sounding good.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, this next tune we're going to play, it's called Smoke Rings. It was on our Vardo EP. And it's kind of a loop that we build, kind of based on a harmonic minor scale. So yeah, hope you enjoy.
Yes.
Cool.
Woo.
Yes.
Appreciate it.
So if we sprung one more song on us, would you be ready to play that right now?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, we're just
Do you
really
wanna play
into
another?
it. Yeah, just keep the music
Okay,
rolling if
sweet.
you can. That's great. I know
Very
Mitch
nice.
has some questions for you. I kind of cut him off early, but
No, that's all right.
you're just so good. We love it.
The people came for the music, so
Yeah,
let's hear it.
give the people what
Appreciate
they
it.
want.
Right.
Yeah.
Do there. I'm gonna tune again. That electric needs another little. Oh,
There we go.
okay, cool. Sorry, we're making sure we're in tune here. Or close.
Yes.
Cool.
Thank you. That was so great.
Thank you.
Wow,
Yeah.
Thank you.
incredible.
Appreciate it.
Flute?
Thanks,
That came
guys.
out of nowhere. It's like hiding behind your conga. Yeah, if you're just tuning in, I'm Matt. That's Mitch. They're
Mitch.
Roma Ransom. So thanks for tuning in.
Yeah,
Great
thanks for
music.
having
I
us.
love it. Yeah.
The Instagram chat was lighting up there. Somebody said, Dan said, you guys outdid Ron Burgundy there with the jazz flute.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, that's great.
Thanks everybody for tuning in. What are you guys playing in, like a certain scale or key?
Yeah, so like I guess like for the first song, that was a little bit more in a like a minor modal, maybe touching bass a little bit on some Aeolian scale in there.
Okay. Sure.
Mostly in like kind of an A minor sort of thing. But then the second one, or the first one's A minor. Second one is like it's in kind of like a harmonic minor, Hungarian minor scale. So it has like an extra half step in there between the tonic and the next note. And then like for the last one, that's kind of just based loosely on like kind of a pentatonic scale, but with maybe like some bluesy notes in there and some, we kind of, try to find notes that work and things like that. So maybe that last one's maybe slightly like Mixolydian.
Okay. Yeah, it's just such a cool sound. You guys got such a cool sound.
Hey, you can
thanks.
you can feel it.
I appreciate it.
Thanks.
Yeah.
So what's like the total count? If you had to like count up both of you guys, how many instruments do you play? I feel like it's limitless.
Yeah, I mean,
well, it's like how many instruments can we play well, and how many instruments can we play? There's kind of
right.
a little difference.
Yeah.
But I mean, we're talking basic skill level here. Then
I'm always dabbling with some instrument, and half the time I tend to be like, "Hey, Grace, you want to play this instrument now?"
Yeah.
Fake it till you make it, right? That's how it
Right.
works.
there are a lot. Yeah, I don't know if we can count all of them. There's like quite a few.
Well, I ended up just getting a sitar this summer too. So
yeah, it's like right here on the ground. I'm looking
That
at
is
it.
cool.
Yeah.
Whoa. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a lot of fun.
That's
Yeah.
cool. We had somebody shout out Jackson, if you're still here. He was wondering what your biggest musical influence is.
Ooh, that's
It's a
good
loaded
question.
one.
Yeah, that's a good question. It's kind of hard to pick favorites, isn't it? Do you have an answer?
I could go on and on probably.
It's so hard. Yeah.
I definitely,
And there may be some influences that like our music doesn't necessarily sound like, yet there's still a big influence, right?
Yeah.
Like,
because I come from like a much more like heavy metal background. Like that's what I was into growing up, so I listened to like a lot of Zeppelin, like Jethro Tull, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But then obviously that kind of evolved into listening to like Django Reinhardt and, like Stefan Grappelli.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of classic rock, though. A lot of classic rock
a lot of that.
bands.
Yeah.
List. Like someone, we hear a lot from different folks, especially our like older listeners will come up and often ask if we've ever heard of the band It's a Beautiful Day. And I don't know if you guys know about them, but they're a really cool, a little bit more obscure 1960s band from, I think, from the Bay Area. And they're really cool. So there's a band called It's a Beautiful Day. And so that's totally worth looking up and checking out.
Yeah, definitely.
That's a big one. They actually have a violinist in the band, so it's kind of cool situation.
Sure. It is.
Also things like, I don't know, there's so many. I was influenced a lot by classical music as a kid. So Tchaikovsky is a big one there for me, and Bach. There's a lot of Bach and Tchaikovsky that kind of was formative in my early years, and then so classical,
right?
Some classical themes happening.
Nice.
Yeah.
So another question from the chat. Scritty Scrat 01 asks, "Do you know Scritty Scrat?"
Yeah, I know Scritty Scrat.
You know Scritty Scrat? Okay, cool. So the question is, if you could play a dream venue, which venue would it be?
Ooh.
I mean,
you've played so many.
Well, yeah, there's some pretty big ones though, huh? Like Red Rocks or the Gorge or something like that.
Yeah, I mean,
that's like a cliche answer, but I mean, come on, these like amazing outdoor venue spaces.
Yeah.
Outdoor is nice,
It is.
Yeah.
You can feel the wind coming up the canyon.
Right,
I mean, Red Rocks, it's like, what Colorado artist isn't going to be like Red Rocks?
I thought about just breaking in one day, and just performing to nobody. I played Red Rocks, Nobody was there to hear it, but it happened.
I was there. Right?
Yeah, well, I mean, record it, and that's all you need. Just a really tight shot, that brick wall or that rock in the background.
Yeah.
Dub in some audience sound effects,
Yeah.
For sure.
What's been the most memorable gig that you guys have ever played, whether it's been good or bad?
Well, memorable. Well, there are a couple.
Yeah, I mean,
there's a bad one.
There's a bad one.
We have some bad ones,
Yeah.
but then there are some good ones.
Yeah, I mean,
this past year was a really memorable gig. We got the chance to play the VIP after party for Itzhak Perlman's concert at the Pikes Peak Center here in Colorado Springs. So that was really amazing.
Wow.
If any of the listeners don't know who Itzhak Perlman is, he's like the violin virtuoso of the world right now. He's like the best violinist that lives. So that was really incredibly cool
and intimidating,
super intimidating, but incredibly memorable because I was playing Dark Eyes, like a traditional klezmer tune, and Itzhak came over, and he's kind of on a scooter, and he came over and nodded at me and like did a little head bow, and it was like, oh my god, I like almost like started crying. Yeah, I was like, this is so cool. Yeah, so stuff awesome. Like that was a very, very good, memorable one.
I mean, the memorable ones,
bad ones
for the memorable ones for me are always the ones where the audience is participating, and like dance and stuff.
That's true.
Where you just they're just so into it.
Right. Also ones where, we're rolling into like a small town and don't expect much of anything. And then all of a sudden the whole town's there and, the tip bucket's full and like everyone is super loving it. So those really memorable gigs like that, like at this place in Union, Oregon, it was really memorable. And, at Brickside Brewing up in Copper Harbor, incredibly memorable to have the whole town just come out.
And people just offering you, a place to stay.
Yeah,
cool pretty stuff. Great, so.
Wow.
Yeah.
I bet that's a nice thing to have on tour.
Oh, yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. Yeah. One bad, memorable in terms of
let's hear it. Bring it on.
Yeah, there is one that we were playing this bar called The Triangle in Salem, Oregon. And Salem's kind of a weird town, and it was the Triangle. So it was a triangle-shaped bar. The building was a triangular shape. The roads around the building were in the shape of a triangle and all met. And then there was this crazy big radio tower in the lot that was a triangle, like a giant radio tower. Whoa. And it was just weird. It was kind of a dive bar, but we were outside. and there was this group of friends there, and they seemed to just be kind of partying and having a good time. And like we're playing, everything's chill, and then all of a sudden like this guy hits the ground and like everyone's freaking out, and he like pops up and his front teeth are gone. He got his teeth knocked out, and it was like 2 p.m. in the afternoon, and
we didn't know.
It was ridiculous. And we were playing and we're like, we don't really, it's not necessarily rowdy like bar music that we play. So that was incredibly memorable to know that someone lost their front teeth
to our music
during one of our songs.
Yeah, you get to play that soundtrack.
Yeah.
Hey, that's just a regular old Wednesday in Salem,
Yeah. I guess so. It was bizarre. It was a weird spot. So we haven't been back there, but maybe one day.
It was all the triangles. You can't trust them.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
It was weird. It was bizarre. And they were like doing nose drugs on the picnic tables. It was strange. It was a weird deal.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah. I was like, where are we? What is this? So anyway, that was kind of a crazy one.
Hey, as long as they're digging the music, that's
right.
They liked it, so that was good.
The memorable ones are always the ones that pay too, right? Like they pay really well.
Right, yeah.
I remember that one.
Yeah, totally.
Yes.
Well, you want to know what was kind of weird for us? Was seeing Gordy with no hair. You posted a picture on Instagram. It's a story or something. It's like, who is that for a second? Yeah, it was great. Right. How long ago was that picture taken?
Was that the one where we were kind of like
cowboy?
We kind of had like a 1950s
style. I mean, just like clean cut all the way.
I think you had a bow tie.
Yeah, no mustache. That was like 6 or 7 years ago.
Yeah, something
maybe?
like that, probably.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been a
Man,
little
your hair
while.
grows fast.
It really does.
It's
wild.
Right.
Yeah, he had a mullet cut, like really short, and had a little bit of length in the back, but like the top layers, it takes some time for me. His just like it just goes. So he's lucky.
Nice.
Cool.
Well, we don't have any other questions in the chat room. We were going to hit the question snare, but I think we've had so much fun kind of just randomly asking you questions that I don't know if
totally.
it is, as poignant as it normally is. But we would love to have one more song before we wrap things up here. So if you don't mind, we'll spring one more request on you.
Yeah, I think we can do that. Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah, we'd love it. Cool.
Appreciate
we'll let you get set up. While we let them wander over there and get tuned up. Here's how you get in touch with them on Instagram. They've got all sorts of awesome posts, these streams that they've been doing, every week. It looks like every week. Is that how often you've done them?
Yeah.
Every Sunday at 5:15.
Yeah, so if you love what you're hearing now, hit them up on their Instagram to check them out live. I think they're doing that with 291 whiskey, right? That's
Yes, Distillery 291, exactly.
Yeah.
Yep, that was taken on our little cross-country ski trip over New Year's weekend.
Yes.
Yeah, they should definitely send us some tasters. Don't you agree, Mitch?
I think that would be appropriate.
Lovely. Yeah. All right. Well, if you guys are ready, we'd love to hear another one. So take it away.
Awesome.
Do you want to do it from the loop or do you care? Okay. Sweet. Awesome. Just make sure we'll do that. Let's do this one actually. You might want to walk down that.
Okay. If you want, unless you want to do something.
I'm going to tune really quick here. Sorry.
Do you want to do it now?
Okay, yeah.
Let's do just like something like that. Shape song or
Okay.
Okay,
cool. No, okay. Let's do that one. All right. Actually, I think this song was featured in the episode for season 2.
Oh.
Sorry, that's what I was trying to say.
Well, this might be a repeat then. Do we want to do this? Is that okay?
I think it is.
Okay.
Hey, we love it. Yeah.
Go.
Thanks.
Thank you again, Grace and Gordy, for popping on and playing for us tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes,
And
appreciate it.
thank you
Thanks,
for having me.
guys.
we'll catch up with you.
Yep,
in a
thank
second.
you.
Yeah.
Much love.
Yeah.
See ya.
Thank you. Much love to y'all.
Have a good one.
Yeah. So there we have it. Roma Ransom. We hope you enjoyed tonight's show. Thank you for tuning in. Boy, the chat was going crazy on Instagram. So thanks everybody for getting involved and asking your questions. Please get in touch with us for any episode. If you're an artist and you've got a couple of songs you want to play, we're doing this every Wednesday as often as we can, I guess. I don't know. Reach out to us through our website. Just hit the contact form or hit us, DM us on Instagram. So Mitch,
Email
you have any final thoughts?
You can hit us on email too, downbeatdenver@gmail.com. We would love to check out everybody's music and try to get as many people on as we can and just spread the love, spread the music. That's what it's all about. So
that's right.
Thank you everybody for tuning in.
All right.
We'll see
you
next
guys.
week.
Thanks.
See ya.